Good morning. As most of you know, I'm a morning person. This is where I get to sit in the office by myself and communicate to you and offer what advice that I may. A lot of you sometimes seem surprised when I do respond to your comments, and I do respond to each and every one of them and your text messages and all that. But you get answers from me at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and the reason for that is I'm just a morning person, and I always have been. I really, most of the time in the afternoon, shut down about 2 o'clock and go on to something else. So anyway, that's what's going on this morning. I'm also getting ready to get into Craigslist and Facebook and post my ads. I've had a real good week. A lot of it has come from Facebook, and I learn a lot of things as I go. And the one thing that you'll find out about what I love about this business is the flexibility that we have. Number one, being the hours. Like I said, I'm an early morning person, so I get up and I get at it very early. I get on my Craigslist and my Facebook and I start posting my vehicles. And I alternate. I don't have a certain rule of thumb when I'm posting a vehicle. I try different things. And like I said, this week it's been, I've had about 5 postings pay off so far on Facebook. I'm turning my notifications off on Facebook because I don't really like those buttons that I'm interested in this item, no way of contacting each other. And yesterday I received probably 100 or so notifications that I'm interested in this item, or what's your final price, or things like that. And I don't care for those notifications unless I can help somebody specifically. For me, I'm not interested in knowing who's interested. It's just like that stupid app that they have, that who's looking at you on Facebook. I don't care who's looking at me. I don't care who. I don't need notification of all that. I'm interested in buying and selling cars, period. I'm not interested in who's interested about anything. I'm a take action kind of guy. I don't go window shopping. I don't make decisions. When I decide to do something, I have my cash in hand and I'm ready to go at it. And that's just like this morning, I'm headed to Odessa with my son Shane, and I'm not going to look at cars. And believe it or not, I do have some wholesalers that go to the auction just to see what's selling. And I personally think that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't go to, I'm not curious about anything. There's so much information out here on YouTube and all of that from the others' experiences. If you're going to do it. And so when I go to an auction, I never, ever, 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 ever come back empty-handed. I'm going with the intentions of buying cars, posting cars, and making money. I'm not really curious about anything. I'm an experimental, hands-on type guy. So the things I do on Craigslist and on Facebook is I do post a telephone number on my ads for serious parties only. Don't call the number unless they are ready to take action, have cash in hand. I have a philosophy that I use, that you don't sell $1,000 cars, you don't sell $1,500 cars, you don't sell $2,000 cars. You simply let people know where they can buy that type of car. That's what I do. I'm not out here like a lot of people say, well, you're interested in selling your car. No, all I'm doing is letting you know where you can buy good transportation for $2,000. Jeffrey Gitomer, in his little book, or little red book of sales, he states that something that has stuck by me is people don't like to be sold anything, but they love to buy. And this is what I have found out, and I have learned out in my age, is that is very true, because I love to buy. I will not be sold. You try to sell me something, I'm just not going to listen to anybody that's trying to sell me anything. But I do love to buy. I love to invest. I love to go to auctions. I'm there to buy. I'm not there to satisfy my curiosity. So like I said, in posting your ads, make sure that you make it clear that you've got something that most people want to buy. And that's good transportation. And all mine, like I said, when I'm posting them, I'm always posting them under a $3,000 price range. There's just so many people out there in a market that they want to satisfy with that $3,000 price range. When you get into more than that, again, you start getting competitive with other used car people, either a dealer or an individual. I do have some expensive cars, some Mercedes and BMWs and things of that, but I even post those ads completely different from my cars that I advertise that are cheap cars. So like I said this morning, headed to Odessa. I hope to buy 4 or 5 vehicles. We've got right now about 50 here at Auto Wholesale Group, and that's Auto Wholesale Group is the retailer. So that's where all of our wholesalers put out their cars as the retailer, because in the state of Tennessee where we are, as in most states, you do have to have a dealer's license to retail automobiles. You know, we have a dealer's license that gets us access, and then we consign those vehicles to Auto Wholesale Group to retail for us. And that is the model that we encourage all of you to use when you sign up with our program. But we'll go into that on another video or when we contact each other personally. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for right now and get back to posting. I've got, like I said, several vehicles. The last thing I want to point out is that a lot of people on Craigslist, you see the repost ads. I don't repost many ads. I delete an ad and I add ads every day because there's so many people that post on Craigslist as by owner, and that's another thing I point out. I do post as owner because I own the vehicles. I consign them to Auto Wholesale Group. So that's the way that I get around posting the vehicles by owner, which obviously most of you know. That's where you get a lot more response to your ads. So I'm not lying at all. I do own the vehicles. However, I have them consigned to my retail dealer. So that qualifies me to sell them in the buy owner section as far as I'm concerned, and it works for me. Anyway, have a great day. If you're interested in joining the business, I look forward to hearing from you and explaining what we actually do.